Hello everyone, welcome to Angela Avalon's YouTube channel. I'm Angela. Subscribe, leave this video a thumbs up, do click the like button and leave me your feedback at the end of the video in the comment section down below. So tonight or today, whenever it is that you're watching this video, I am going to talk about that Venus in Scorpio man, heterosexual man mostly, because I'm talking from my experience. So, with all that being said, let's begin. So, what is Venus? Venus, of course, is the planet of love, social setting, what we do for pleasure, what we are attracted to in regards of love and relationships. And it is, even though it is the planet of love, it's also how you are in social settings in general, not just romantic situations. So it's like, it's all kinds of relationships. Everything that has to do with relating to people and another human being has to do with your Venus sign. So, and of course, Venus rules money. It represents Taurus. It rules Taurus and Libra. And Scorpio, of course, is ruled by Pluto. Okay, Scorpio is a water sign that is ruled by Pluto. It rules over the 8th house. It represents everything that is dark, that is taboo. It rules sex, sexual intimacy. And I would say even like emotional intimacy, but I would go further into it in the video. And it rules the money of other people, okay? Venus rules the 2nd house of Taurus, the money that we earn, and the 8th house of Scorpio rules the money of other people, like government, taxes, loans, either loans from people, bank, and basic inheritances, like basically every kind of amount, income that comes that you don't earn. Well, maybe income is probably not the right word, like money, basically. Anyways, I apologize guys in advance if I sound like a little off or if I sound like a little like scattering. I'm a bit tired and I'm probably not in the best place to make a video right now, but I felt very cold to make this video right now, okay? So just bear with me. I think this video might do some good to people. And by good, I mean help. I think this video might help some people, like women mostly, right? Heterosexual women are gonna, for the most part, watch this video, or heterosexual men that have displacement, of course. So hopefully, and anybody that watches this video is gonna learn something about displacement. So, with all that being said, the Venus in Scorpio man. Okay, so the Venus in Scorpio man. This man is, of course, very intense. That's been said and done a million times. I feel like, well, that's been said, right? Done. I feel like that's the typical thing that we hear about displacement, that it's been like said about like Venus in Scorpio and Venus in Scorpio in general, that they are very intense. And it is true, they are very intense, but I feel like that's just scratching the surface, because it's much more than that. It's much deeper and much more serious. So the Venus in Scorpio man is, yes, as I already mentioned, a very intense man. He's a very passionate, intense lover, but he's also he is very guarded, okay? He is very, what you gotta realize about displacement first, that that goes for anybody in displacement, because we talk about the men in displacement. The men, I'm just talking about the heterosexual men with displacement, but it goes for anybody with displacement. These people, these men with the Venus in Scorpio, they are very, very guarded. They are very, very self-protective, okay? They are very, very protective of themselves, okay? These men are very guarded, okay? Venus and Scorpio people are very guarded, and they're very, very, depends on the rest of their chart, okay? Okay, because a man might have like Venus in Scorpio and be very guarded and protective of himself, and he will be if he has this placement. But the thing is, it really also depends, because whatever else is in his chart is going to really, really give the Venus in Scorpio certain like flavor, I want to say. Like, if let's say, for example, this Venus in Scorpio man has a moon in Capricorn and a Mars in Virgo, it will only add up to his self-protectiveness and his God and his God, like this godlike nature. You know, he puts a wall up, okay? He puts his walls up automatically, and it really takes a certain woman to break the wall. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I actually felt called to make this video probably because I'm actually currently in a situationship with a Venus in Scorpio man. I also have 12 house chemistry with him, and I mentioned this man in my Mars in the 8th house and my Sinistry and my moon in the 12th house signature. I have 12 house and 8th house signature with him, but that's besides the point. Just letting you know that in case you are like a subscriber, that's the same man that I'm talking about right now in this video currently. Anyways, so with all that being said, so I'm currently in a situationship with that man and with a Venus and Scorpio man, heterosexual man, and I actually had like a movie night with him just tonight, and I don't know, I'm going through a lot of stuff, and I actually wasn't even like, I was like, should I make a video? I wasn't like sure. It's kind of irrelevant, but I feel like I really need to say it. Like, I wasn't like sure, but then I said like I felt called to do it. There's something in me that told me, Angie, you gotta do it anyways. You gotta just make that Venus and Scorpio man video. Oh, by the way, I already have a Venus and Scorpio man video in my channel. But for some reason I didn't mention that until now. I already have a Venus and Scorpio man video on my channel, but I feel like this video is gonna be much more involved because I feel like I learned so much more about the Venus and Scorpio man ever since I made a video last year. I made a video exactly exactly a year ago, like in July of last year. So there is that. So the Venus and Scorpio man is he is very hard to get to know and very hard to get close to too. This is what I mean. What I mean is very hard to get to know. It means that it's very hard to get close to him. But there's a certain kind of like I want to say there's a certain irony about this placement. Also, I apologize that I move my camera around because I'm holding my phone. My arms get tired pretty quick holding my phone in a certain position. But anyways, just bear with me, guys. Just bear with me. Anyways, there's a certain irony to the Venus and Scorpio man because he would crave although he's very guarded, like if he suspects that he might fall in love with you, and let's say you do a movie night with him, this is literally from experience. Let's say you do a movie night with him. Let's say you sit right next to him. If he has any type of feelings for you, and he feels, because that's going to be enough for him to feel that he might fall in love with you. So if he has any type of feelings for you and he feels that he might fall in love with you, he'll be very guarded. He'll be very guarded and very like almost like non-reactive. Especially if he has Earth in his chart. Like if he has either Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, then even more it will be like that. So it would be like almost like, or especially if he's going through a breakup or something, it's just this man is just going to be like almost like non-reactive physically. But here's the irony to this. Although this Venus in Scorpio man is very guarded, like very guarded, it's very important for him to protect himself, you know. It doesn't just want to fall in love, because they fall in love very easily. They are very afraid to fall in love with the wrong person, like with the wrong woman. So if he feels like, if he even suspects he might fall in love with you, he might act very like guarded at first, like a wall, like they might frozen. You know what frozen is the word? Ice, just ice, cold ice. And you know, unless you have like, I want to say, with the Venus in Scorpio man, it's really like, if you don't have that same energy in your own chart, if you don't have any Scorpio, if your chart is very different from his chart, and you don't share 12th house or 8th house synastry, that might be kind of tricky, because you might think he's not actually interested in you. So it's not that he's not interested, he's interested. Okay, the Venus in Scorpio man will not go on a date, or will not go, like, he will not, if anything, if he acts like he doesn't, is not interested, he's actually interested. That is the thing. But here's the irony with this placement, because although the Venus in Scorpio man acts uninterested when he's interested, he is also like, they're very physical, okay? Scorpio is a very sexual sign, so they are very fond of like fondling, touching. So he might touch you, like, he might act very so the way, one of the ways it can go is that, let's say you have a date, right? You do a movie night or something, or like you hang out, right? And he's like very touchy, because he will touch you a lot, because they're very, they fall in love, or if it's not love, they fall in lust, like lust, like LUST, very quickly too. Like, it's almost like they can tell between lust and love sometimes, because it's, in order for them to even feel lust, they have to kind of have to love as well. But again, depends on the rest of the chart. If the rest of the chart is earthy or watery, that will further imply that. So he might be very touchy with you. He might be like touching you all the time, because this man is gonna want to touch you all the time. Okay, they're very physical. It's very intimate placement for Venus. Okay, they value physical intimacy and sexual intimacy and emotional intimacy. Okay, so he might like even like want to like get to the core of you pretty quick. But here's the, I want to say, the irony with this, that he might do that like the first day or the first days, one of the first days that you guys hang out, and then all of a sudden he might be like very distant. And the reason why he does that, if he all of a sudden becomes emotionally unavailable, it's because, and listen when I said, it's because he's afraid to get attached. Okay, these people, like I said, they protect themselves. Okay, this man is so afraid of falling in love with the wrong woman that he'll do everything he can to protect himself. So that includes being distant. So they can run hot and cold. Unlike the Gemini, though, because Venus in Gemini, they don't run hot and cold because they're moody. They like have multiple personalities. Venus in Scorpio is a fixed, and I did not mention it, is a fixed sign. They do not change. So don't think that they run hot and cold because they don't know what they want. They do know what they want. They're just afraid. They're afraid to be vulnerable. And this is the irony with this person, because they crave that intense, passionate, all-consuming love and vulnerability with someone. Yet they crave all this depth, yet they're so afraid of it at the same time. So if you see like a push, if you sense like a push and pull from him, it's not because he's not interested. If something, it's because he's interested. He's just afraid. Okay, I know that may sound very confusing, and this is why this placement is not for everybody. Like I said, if your chart is not platonic in any way, shape, or form, he might not be the one for you. I would just say move on to the next, because it's not for everybody. Yeah, because they also love very intense, and the thing is, once they make up their mind, this man most likely will become or would become obsessed, like possessive and obsessive. Okay, this is not uncommon. These men are not above being possessive. I'm not saying restrictive, but they will be possessive. They will want to know who you're talking with at some point. It might not be immediately. This is why I'm saying it's a bit confusing, and I feel like some of the videos about Venus in Scorpio, there could be a bit they're not misleading, but it's they actually do mislead a bit, because most videos and articles about the Venus in Scorpio say that the Venus in Scorpio is very loyal, which it's not like untrue, but it's not always true. It doesn't always mean loyalty, okay? Even I would say it depends on the rest of the chart, but even if his whole chart is like Capricorn and Virgo, it doesn't always mean that he'll be loyal all throughout the entire relationship. It could be in a committed relationship for years and not be entirely faithful. So it's not always mean faithfulness, but they do love deeply, and they really do. Even though the Venus in Scorpio man might not always be loyal or might not always be faithful, it might not always mean faithfulness in a man's chart. He will always love that one woman he was very attached to, You always have that he'll still love his woman just the same, even if he's not gonna be faithful. And when I say that, I mean that he's gonna be still. He's the kind of man that can be obsessed with the woman he's with and still be unfaithful. I don't know if it makes too much sense. I hope this video makes sense, but if you're a Venus in Scorpio man, it probably makes sense to you, I bet. But yeah, these men are very complex, okay? They have a very complex nature, and they are very alluring. They have a mysterious aura. They don't even have to be really, like, the men with displacement don't have to be the very, I want to say that don't actually have to be physically handsome or beautiful to be very alluring and attractive to women. Women are most likely gonna want this man anyways. They're gonna be attracted to this man no matter how he looks like, simply because of of displacement. Because displacement just guarantees like being attracted or attraction from the opposite gender or the same gender or whatever. It just guarantees that people are going to be attracted to you nonetheless whatsoever. So it really doesn't matter how you look like with Venus in Scorpio. I have to say, you could be, just for the sake of this video, I'm gonna use this analogy. You could be a 5 at best. You're at your best day, a 5 on the objective scale, and still be seen as a goddess or a god, right? So this placement, it's almost like, I don't know how to explain it. It's almost like when the opposite of this placement, Venus in Taurus, they don't have to be the most handsome man on earth, but the Venus in Taurus men and people with Venus in Taurus, they're physically, but especially the men with this Venus in Taurus, from what I've seen, they make usually pretty, for the most part, they make pretty pretty facial features. But Venus in Scorpio does the same. It's just not going to be very physical like Taurus. It's just going to be more, it's like an aura thing. I don't know how to explain it. It's like they have sex appeal. Sex appeal is the word. They have sex appeal, and they they are very, very, I want to say that the low vibration of this placement can be quite dangerous, because if he is unhealthy, or because this placement is pretty vindictive, so if he is unhealthy, or if he operates from Pluto's low vibration, and not from as opposed to the phoenix level of Pluto, when it rises from the ashes, then what's gonna happen is that he might feel very vindictive, either if he's been rejected by a woman, wronged, get cheated on. This man could I don't want my video to get flagged, but they could, end someone, you know what I mean? Most likely the person that wronged them. So if the Venus in Scorpio man is toxic, a woman that wronged him, rejected him, cheated on him, whatever, wronged him in any way, shape, or form, he might either end the woman, if you know what I mean, I'm using code words in YouTube, end the woman, or he might just hurt her in some way. Yeah, he'll do something to get back at her, because there are some things that I witnessed with the Venus and Scorpio man, not to me, but it happened to somebody that I used to know, and I did not witness it, but I heard like actual stories. One story in particular that really stuck with me, that I found out is to be true. So, but when I got to know that information, it was as if I lived it. Okay, I have Mercury in the 12th house, so I'm very like, I feel things, and I also have Moon opposition Pluto, that I attract these kinds of. But anyways, that's beside the point. But either way, I feel like I witnessed it. But even though it was a story that was verified to be true, point is, the Venus in Scorpio man can become very dangerous. Okay, that information has let me know that the Venus in Scorpio man can be very dangerous when unhinged. Very dangerous. Okay, do not wrong the Venus in Scorpio man. Do not double cross this man. Do not try to manipulate this man either, because this man sends BS from a miles away. Yeah. So they can be a bit confusing, because, like I said, he might touch you on the first date, but he's not, like I said, it's not a casual placement. They're very, it's very traditional placement for Venus. So this man wants a committed relationship. It's pretty traditional, especially if the rest of the chart supports that. Or if the rest of the chart is he's very player energy. Like if he has a lot of Gemini, then it would just be very intense, but not monogamous. Either way, he might touch you and want to feel you. And it's not necessarily like even like sleeping with you. He might just want to feel you, okay? Fondling, touching. This man wants to feel, okay? The woman is spending the night with. Not even a woman is with yet, but it's enough for him to be next to a woman that he genuinely likes, or just, that he feels that he likes or has a crush on, and that said, he want to touch you and caress you and just feel you. He wants to feel your aura. He wants to feel your vibe, your physical, like your energy, your aura. He just wants to feel you. So he'll touch you a lot. But then again, some other day when you meet up with him, or you talk to him, or you FaceTime him, he might be a bit like icy, ice. This is what I'm saying. Scorpio might be is a water sign, but it's cold. It's not even cold like ice water. It's not warm like Cancer and Pisces. It's icy water. You have to break the ice, okay? You have to get to the core of them. There's a wall, okay? These men carry wall. You have to break the wall, okay? So he might, like I said, he might be very touchy-lovey, one day, and then the next he'll be like, oh, he'll just feel like it because he's afraid because he's getting attached very quickly. These men get attached very quickly. So if you're wondering why he suddenly pulled away, it's because of that. But he's not really pulling. It just looks like he's pulling away, but emotionally is it's because emotionally he's a very emotionally somewhat invested, because that's when they pull away. Because these men are really like black and white. Again, look at the rest of the chart. But like I said, if the rest of the chart supports that energy, then that's will definitely 100% what's going to happen. And that's going to be the reason too. Yeah. Oh, and also, if you, okay, I'm pretty sure that a lot of you came to this video not only to learn about the placement, like I'm speaking to the woman, to the heterosexual woman that came into this video. If you are looking for ways to like seduce this man, because I'm sure you want to know, some of you want to know, I want to say wear black, like what I'm wearing right now, because Scorpio rules black, so this man might really like black. Again, the rest of if he's very like, if he has like a moon in Capricorn or a Mars in Virgo, or like a Mars in Capricorn, moon in Virgo, like he might not express it that he likes what you're wearing, because this man are like Capricorn energy is very non-expressive, just like the Aquarius. So he might not express it, but he'll love it, because Venus and Scorpio, they're drawn to black. They're drawn to like, not even like goth, just black. It doesn't have to be goth. Sometimes they might even, if he has a Capricorn, or like, he might not, or Taurus, they might not even prefer gold. They would just want black, because they want that balance. They want like, maybe like even if it's like black glitter, right? They will like it, like sparkling, right? And I want to say just, you know what? I want to say just be yourself, because again, this man wants to know the real you. So be yourself and be honest, okay? These men value honesty like no one's business. So be honest. Be really honest about what you want, communication, just set that avenue for communication, like free flowing, just communicate. Even though Scorpio has nothing to do with communication, believe it or not, you actually because it kind of does, and that's gonna be the last thing I say. And let me know if you want a part 3. I only say part 3 because I already made a Venus in Scorpio Man video, but might not title it part 2. So let me know if you want either a part 3 or just if you want another video from Venus in Scorpio Man. That's what I mean. Anyways, yeah. So wear black, and I wanna say also, yeah, like I said, be yourself and communicate, okay? Be very, don't be fake. That's what I want to know. Say, yeah, don't be fake. Be authentic, okay? This men value authenticity. And like I said, even though Scorpio has nothing to do with communication, it's rather a quiet sign. A quiet sign. Like it's kind of muted, right? It's not like Gemini when they talk nonstop, and Libra, like, Aquarius, the air signs. Because it's very like, because they value emotional intimacy. For emotional intimacy to be, they kind of have to communicate. So if you communicate to them like about how you feel towards them, or what's on your heart, what you're feeling, this one is gonna value that. Trust me, it's gonna value that. And is if he doesn't have any Gemini in his chart, he might actually be honest with you back, which you will, okay? If these men are not, because here's the thing, it can be either way. So if these men have, because it can be Scorpios, that even though Scorpios are very heavy energy, it's very susceptible. It can be very susceptible. Like I said, very depends on the rest of the charts. Because if he has like a Mars in Gemini, he'll probably not be honest, but he'll be a very good liar. This man will make great actors, Scorpio and Gemini together. But if, let's say, he has like a Capricorn, maybe like a moon in Capricorn, like a Mars in Virgo, or like maybe he has like a moon in like a moon in Taurus, or like a Mars in Taurus, he might be honest with you, or maybe like even like a Mars in Leo and a Moon in Taurus, like just energies that support that they have integrity and they value the truth. He might tell you like just the truth, you know. He'll be but also look at the synastry with them. But for the most part, yeah, he'll be honest with you back because like I said, they value honesty and emotional intimacy. So that'll be it for now. I hope this video wasn't all over the place, because I feel like some of you guys really like don't like that, because I get comments saying, "Oh, I like your videos, but the way you communicate is all over the place." I admit that is my ADHD and also my Moon in Gemini, hence the ADHD, right? Yeah, my mind can be all over the place sometimes. I'm trying to work on it. The thing is, I would do notes, but nowadays, whenever I do have the opportunity to make a video, if I even do anything else, it will completely distract me and take me off, puts me in a position that I have to be spontaneous, which is why I never have notes. And also because that's how I operate. I'm very like in the moment, very very Gemini energy, Moon in Gemini with me, but that's how Gemini energy is. They're very, very in the moment. But yeah, Venus in Scorpio, man. Passionate lovers, very afraid to get attached. Get attached pretty quickly, but very afraid to get attached to the wrong person because they're very protective of themselves. And how did I not say it? God, they are very, very romantic. So the way that these men, and when I say very romantic, I mean not be only because like they're traditional and very romantic, not be only because romance is very important to them, but because the way that you would feel that these men are very romantic is like the way that they touch you is very, you feel the romance when these men touch you. You know what I mean? When this man touches you, you will feel the romance. Because even with me, with me, it's partially because I have 12 and 8 house synastry with this man, but also because but even then, I feel like I have Venus in Aquarius, and that often makes me very uncomfortable in romantic settings like that. I was very, very surprised with myself, but again, like I said, it really depends with synastry, because I always say with synastry, you have to look at the natal charts, but I'm getting off topic, but anyways, let's not stay on track. But again, natal charts still matter. So even though I have like very intense synastry with him, very intimate synastry, I still have Venus in Aquarius, and I'm very uncomfortable usually in romantic settings, yet I feel more comfortable with him. I actually felt comfortable really quickly with him, which is very rare for me. If you have Aquarius energy, you know what I mean. If you have heavy Aquarius energy, Uranus is like the opposite of Pluto. Uranus, afraid. Uranus is like, attachment is scary. Or like attachment in like a romantic setting. But yeah, so this video is already getting so long. But yeah, well, I hope I didn't I forgot the word, but I hope I was not too all over the place. I hope this video served you. Let me know if you want me to make another video. But yeah, so yeah, I'll finish this video with a note that they're very romantic. You'll feel it when this man the way this man touches you, the way this man expresses his love language is very romantic. But like I said, they are very protective of themselves, okay? They put their own heart first, and they're fixed. So there'll be a wall. There'll be a wall, and they might be ice cold at first. But just give it time. Just keep showing them that you're interested in them and that you're loyal, and they'll open up eventually. That's what I gotta say. They'll open up eventually. And also, I want to say that there was one last thing I wanted to say, but I forgot. God, I'm praying this video was not all like all over the place, because I really wanted this video to be good. Let me know, please let me know in the comments down below if this video was any help at all. But yeah, so yeah, very romantic, very protective of themselves. And yeah, just keep, like I said, keep showing them that you're interested, be loyal, be consistent. And yeah, oh, that's the, okay, one last thing. Can't believe I'm ending the video with this, but the Venus and Scorpio man has the stare. All people with Venus and Scorpio, but women too, but especially like the men, and that's because I'm talking about the man with this placement. The Venus and Scorpio man has a stare to him. And at first, when he just gets to know you, you might feel like he's scanning you, kind of like the moon in Scorpio when they scan people, but even like more with the Venus in Scorpio, he might really scan you. He might give you like a dirty look. There's like a look that they give you, like what I'm trying to imitate with my eyes. It's like a look. I have Pluto in the 10th, so you might feel that Plutonic energy. Yeah, so he might give you like a look, but really that's, and he might seem like he wants to like you he wants you he wants you to, he might like, okay, what I'm trying to say, he might give you like this stare, like the scorpionic stare, and make you feel intimidated. Like you might feel, oh, why is he being mean to me, kind of thing, right? Why is he being rude to me, right? It can feel like it's being very intimidating, like he's trying to intimidate you and be mean to you, but really it's because he's scanning you. Okay, because this man that I'm in a situationship with, he did this scan for a while. He kind of scanned me, and he was very distant, hot and cold, until we got a bit closer, and then he was more, that the wall kind of like, it was less shut down. But yeah, it might take them a while though, so be consistent. But if you feel like it's not for you, then don't do that, okay? Don't change yourself for someone else, okay? Don't change yourself for this man if you feel like it's not you. But if you do feel like it's worth it, then just give it time, okay? Stick around and eventually the wall will subside. I promise. Okay, let me guys know if this video was any help. Please let me know, because I'm really afraid I suspect I screwed it up. But anyways, yeah, let me know what you think about this video. Do you have Venus in Scorpio? Are you a Venus in Scorpio man? Or do you know, or you're a woman with a Venus in Scorpio man? Or are you interested in a Venus in Scorpio man? Let me know. Tell me your stories in the comments. I love reading you guys' stories. And yeah, leave this video a thumbs up. Give it a like. And if you love my channel, please donate in one of the links down below. I have a GoFundMe link. I have a Venmo link. So yeah. I think that's it. All right. See you guys in the next video. Peace.